Who wins tonight? We're finally doing predictions. Packers, Bears.
Skip, I believe Rodgers will take control of this offense, Skip. It was always hard for me to believe that Aaron Rodgers was not going to have the ability to go to the line of scrimmage, see a defense, have a play call that's a bad play into said defense, and not be able to get out of it. I don't care who the coach was or what he said. Aaron Rodgers has too much cachet. Aaron Rodgers is a two-time league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP. I believe that he's earned the right over the course of his career. He's seen enough defenses that he can say, you know what, nah, not against that defense. This play is a no-go for me, and be able to move players and pieces around on the board to get into a better play. I've always felt that no matter what the head coach, LaFleur, was saying. I believe Rodgers is going to have a bounce-back season. Now, he's up against it. This is a very, very good defense. No, this is almost a borderline great defense, Skip. Now, they got to do it for a couple of years, but last year they were hovering on great. You got two great frontline players in Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks, Danny Trevathan and Raekwon Smith. They're as good a pair of linebackers. Hey, they might not be the Wolf Hunter and Jalen Smith, but Skip, they're up there. They got two guys that can run and can thump. And Eddie Jackson on the back end is as good a safety that they have in the NFL. But I just believe that the Packers are healthy with Bakhtiari and Bulaga at the tackle position. Now, they got to show up the inside with Akeem Hicks because he's nothing to sneeze at. I'm gonna take the Packers in a very close ball game, Skip. They have it. I think the line is a 3-point game.
Correct.
The other way, the Bears are favored by 3. I'm going to take the Packers by 3. I believe it'll be a very low-scoring game. I love the additions that the Packers made this offseason. Sindarius Smith, I think they got Sindarius Smith. I think they got Preston Smith. They went in the draft and got a couple of defensive players. They've tried to shore up that side of the ball, and I believe it will be enough to win. This had to be the opening night game, considering the history of the NFL, considering the history of the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And I think it's, 97, 95 and 6.
This is the 199th edition of the
So this was only right, Skip. I know the Super Bowl winner normally opens up on Thursday night, but I think the 100th anniversary of the NFL, I think this is the game that needed to play. I'm going to take the Packers close, 2017.
Right score, wrong winner. I have Chicago at home, 20-17. Also, obviously, low scoring.
Yes.
I just believe this is going to be a big stage revenge game for Chicago.
Point.
The Bears did beat the Packers in Chicago later last year, 24-17. The first game was 24-23. But this is big stage, solo stage, national TV revenge game, because I remind everyone, at Green Bay on opening Sunday night last year, the Bears led that game 20-3 going to the fourth quarter with Aaron Rodgers, quote-unquote, injured.
Don't do that, Skip. Put your head down.
Quotes.
Can't do that.
You're not Dr. Evil. Talk about.
I remember that from last season now.
Quote, unquote. He looked fine to me.
No, he didn't, Skip. No, he didn't.
He was moving and grooving.
No, he wasn't, Skip. You saw. Stop saying that. You know he was injured.
So anyway, he throws 3 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter.
That's how you do it.
And the visiting team outscored, the home team outscored the visiting team 21-3 just in the fourth quarter. And what was the denouement? What was the crescendo of the comeback? What broke the back of the Chicago Bears? Could we see the play that happened with 2:13 left that went for 75 yards on 3rd and 10? Let's see if Aaron could move. We didn't get to see Aaron move. Oh, wait. Who's that? Number 18. Who's number 18?
Randall Cobb.
Wait, it's Randall Cobb. He's now a Dallas Cowboy.
That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
So that wasn't really much of a... did you see Aaron move to the left? Boy, he was just tiptoeing over there to the left.
Skip, now you stop saying that. Now you know that man's injured.
He river danced to the left. Did you not see him?
No, he did not river dance.
I was not river dance.
I don't know. And it's just an 11-yard pass, and then my man, Randall Cobb, is off to the races. Number 18, you can now see him in metallic blue and silver and white.
There was no need for you to talk about it with just 11-yard pass.
Look at 18. Oh, and by the way, did you see he almost got his hands on the ball? That happened to be Eddie Jackson, first-team All-Pro. He was on the way with 6 interceptions. Look at that man dance. You're going to see that a lot this year. But he's going to be dancing for Dallas.
But unfortunately, he doesn't have the quarterback that can get it to the ball like that. But that's neither here nor there.
We'll have to wait and see, right?
You know,
that's the backbreaker, and that's what Chicago will get even for tonight.
Thank you for showing us that.
Do you want to see it again?
No, we
do
got it.
We do not want to see it again. Skip,
We'll see him Sunday.
Skip, you know Aaron was hurt. There's a reason why Deshaun Kaiser came in the ball game. But Aaron Rodgers, in Aaron Rodgers' form, he says, you know what? Just when they thought we were down, just when they thought they had this one in the bag, that's the way you do it. And for you to have the gall, the audacity to take Mitchell Trubisky over the greatest thrower of the...
You know what? That's a very good point, and I hesitated to take Mitchell Trubisky. I just figure the Bears can grind out 13 points of offense, and I believe there's going to be a defensive score, and I'll just go way out on the end of the limb. I'll go with 1 pick 6 on Aaron Rodgers tonight.
The likelihood, when the last time?
It could be Eddie Jackson.
When the last time, you know, you must be thinking that's your guy. Because remember, there was a couple of years that your guy had like 3 or 4 games in a row where he was throwing pick 6s left and right. Kept reservations for the defense for 6 in the end zone, Jenny.
Hold on. My guy's played Aaron Rodgers 3 times.
And took 2 L's.
Has an average QBR of 80 to Aaron's 62 in those 3 games. Okay, go ahead. Next.
But what's his win
percentage?
percentage?
Thank you for bringing that
What's
up.
his win percentage?
Well, if he had a kicker like...
Don't do that. See, there you go.
They had it. They had that game.
Hold on, he had Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey was clutch back then.
Dan Bailey didn't get a shot. He didn't get to try. You kept saying Mahomes didn't even get the ball in the overtime.
Well, neither
did my guy.
Why did he get a shot? Your guy had the ball. Your guy got a chance to get the ball, had to punt it. But anyway, stop interrupting me, Skip. You're trying to make me lose my train of thought, but it's not going to help you. Look, I believe it's going to be a defensive struggle for the simple fact, and it's going to come down to this, because basically you got strength on strength. You got the Packers offense, which I believe is the strength of their team, and then you got the Bears defense, which I believe is the strength of their team. Now the question is, has the Packers made enough improvement on the defensive side of the football to negate whatever the Bears might do? Because I thought Matt Nagy did a great job of calling plays last year.
He did.
Putting Trubisky in most favorable positions where he can succeed. Now, when I look at the Bears offense, Skip, I'm not looking like, oh my God, this thing. I'm not thinking Kansas City. I'm not thinking Rams. I'm not thinking, something of that nature. I see a methodical offense that can hit you with a big play occasionally. But I just believe that the Packers have made enough improvements defensively that they'll be able to do enough to slow down Trubisky. Slow him down, because I'm slowing him down like he's my homeboy. 2017, and I'm going to start the season off, NFL season 100. As a matter of fact, you know what tomorrow is?
We know that won't last long.
Skip, you know what tomorrow is, right? It's our anniversary. I'm going to start the 3-year anniversary out with a dub.
Really?
Yes, I am.
How is this still going?
That would be good for the show, since you're now 42 cases of Diet Dew down to me.
Skip.
42?
It's a big number.
Skip, here's the thing. No, Skip. See, you're misleading the people. You said that the deal was going to get done, but you said it's going to be at Jerry's number. I said if you make Zeke the highest paid running back, Zeke could do the deal tomorrow.
Are you trying to, weasel out of this bet?
No, Skip.
Are you trying to reconstitute the bet?
Skip, no, Skip. I'm not trying to reconstitute anything. This is not a new drug that's about to hit. We trying to reconstitute anything, Jenny. All I'm saying was, I said, Skip, if Jerry makes Zeke the highest paid running back, he'll do the deal tomorrow. You're like, there's no way Todd Gurley is an anomaly. That's a BS contract, and the Rams are regretting it the day they gave it to him.
I just told you Jerry will get this deal done before Game 1, and that Zeke will be in pads for my Dallas Cowboys on Game 1. And you said, I'll bet you 10 cases that you started it, I finished it.
No, Skip,
I accept it.
I said, I bet you 10 cases if Jerry does not make him the highest paid.
I got to pull the tape.
I got to pull the tape.
I don't remember the specifics of that one.
Somebody is waffling. And, for once, Brett Favre did not waffle, and I loved what he said.
What he said?
This was some deep stuff that he got into, some very deep water. He just said, I hope that LaFleur and Aaron get along. Well, for him to even suggest they might not is huge.
But I thought they were great, Skip.
Well, that's what they're trying to sell us. But again, Brett Favre says, so there's a sense of, whose team is it? Is it LaFleur's or is it Aaron's? And he obviously hopes that LaFleur doesn't, to use his word, handcuff Aaron too much, to your point about with the audibles or the play calls. Well, that's a powerful thing for the ex-star quarterback to say, right?
Yeah. You ever seen Houdini, a pair of handcuffs hold Houdini? That's Aaron Rodgers. They put Houdini in a straitjacket, handcuffed, and hung him upside down underwater.
Really?
And he come up out of there.
Huh.
Yeah, so you can't handcuff 12 in Green Bay.
That's what I'm picturing.
suggest that Aaron was drowning the last 3 years because
they tried to.
His one-loss record ranks 20th in the NFL over the last 3 seasons.
But I tell you what, I tell you who he got a 2-1 record against in the last 2 years. Can't we tell you that, Skip Bayless?
Is that all you got?
The Cowboys. Yeah, your guy that's so good. He got this QBR, but he got a bunch of L's.
Aaron's QBR has dropped 3 straight years. His completion percentage has dropped 3 straight years. By the way, my guy over the last 10 games led the NFL in completion percentage. Just throwing that out there. But again, he is, and I think you were about to go there, he's on a hot seat this year. I think the whole franchise is sitting back, the people upstairs saying, okay, you got to prove it to us again. You got to show us you're that guy. And Brett made the analogy. He said, it was the same when we drafted Aaron, and all of a sudden we had a new coach, Mike McCarthy, right? And Brett admitted he was starting to look over his shoulder.
Well, who are you looking over his shoulder for? Who on Green Bay roster?
Well, he's not there yet, unless that kid they kept they've fallen in love with him, but whatever.
No.
Either way, I think you always say Big Ben has something to prove. I do think Aaron Rodgers. I'm with Shannon on this one. I think he's going to show up.
Come through with flying colors.
He'll show up, but I don't know if he'll show out.
He's going to show out, too.
This is going to be a big year
you need to stop trying to paint this analogy that Dak Prescott has outplayed Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is
one.
No, he didn't.
I got the stats.
I told you I took that off my menu. Nobody was ordering QBR. All they wanted was dubs. All they wanted was hot dubs.
Guys.
If only Dak could play defense.
So now you see what you demand.
I don't know if that would work. Dak
he could.
Dak on D. What can't he do?
What
He lay the wood at safety. Linebacker.
A 250-pound safety.
How about linebacker?
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.